Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig weren't nominated for Oscars this year. Margot Robbie is probably asking what the hell happened. My answer?
I don't know, Margot.
This is pretty old news at this point, but it's been bugging me, so I guess I'm going to yell into the void about it for a while. Hi, my name's Andrew Dunn. I'm a licensing expert with a master's degree in acting and co-host of the Media Lunch Break podcast. The nominations for this year's Oscars are finally here, and everyone's talking about the same thing. The snub heard round the world. For anyone watching this video who just woke up from a coma or something, Barbenheimer was a thing that happened last year, where Barbie and Oppenheimer opened on the same day. Even though the box office isn't always an indicator of quality, Barbie was financially way more successful than Oppenheimer. And hey, I thought they were both great. I mean, I love all my children equally, not you. And that being said, the film is nominated for Best Picture, so acknowledgement isn't my issue. Alright, so this is going to be a weird analogy, but just try to bear with me for a little while. In the United States judicial system, we have something called a grand jury. A grand jury is a group of people who meet before a trial. They're presented with evidence and determine whether or not a trial should even happen. They're just supposed to decide if it's possible that a crime might have been committed. This is generally how I view nominations at the Oscars, other than the fact that a crime hasn't been committed here. Although, did you see Ant-Man Quantumania? Because woof. Movies, actors, technicians, and departments are nominated if there's a chance that they might be able to win in their category. After you weed out all the ones that don't have a chance, the Academy can vote on ones that do. Barbie's nominations mostly make sense to me. I mean, costume design, music, production design, even the acting nominations for Ryan Gosling and America Ferrera. Though I do think that referring to their characters as support roles when they did so much in the film is a little strange to me. And the nomination for adapted screenplay, even though it's so far removed from the source material that using the word adapted also feels kind of weird to me. But you know what? Honestly, I'm not complaining. Really, the only thing that I find strange about all this is that the director, Greta Gerwig, and the actor who portrayed the film's title character, Margot Robbie, weren't nominated. And I've seen a lot of defense for this decision. For example, people say, I didn't like Margot Robbie in that role. Or there are tons of Best Picture nominees whose directors weren't nominated. And look, I hear you. Here's where it all falls apart for me. If your film is nominated for Best Picture, but your director isn't nominated for Best Director, and none of your lead actors are nominated, who made your movie good? And don't get me wrong, Ryan Gosling and America Ferrera are fantastic in this movie, but are they the sole reason that this movie deserves a nomination for Best Picture? Fucking evidently. But also, the Academy has categorized their contributions to the film as supportive, so they couldn't have been that instrumental to the quality of the film. I actually saw a meme recently that said something like, the Barbie actress getting snubbed for an award while the Ken actor gets nominated is literally the plot of the Barbie movie. And that's kinda correct. Even Ryan Gosling was like, what the f***? Without Margot Robbie's characterization of Barbie and Greta Gerwig's direction, it would have been an entirely different film. Full stop. And even if you didn't like Margot Robbie's performance, that's fine. You think there's never been a nomination at the Oscars that I thought was stupid? The point is that they pick a handful of potential winners and then vote to decide the actual winner. Just because there might be better options for a winner doesn't mean that someone shouldn't be nominated. I mean, that's literally what a nomination is. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I don't know, maybe I'm way off on this one, but what do you think? Should Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig have been nominated? Let me know in the comments. Also, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and be sure to check out the Media Lunch Break podcast. Our episode tomorrow is going over all of this in more detail, and we're giving a longer review of Binary Sea by Captain Midnight, the comic I reviewed last week, so be sure to check that out wherever you get your podcasts. YouTube thinks you'll like these two videos, so click this one. Oh, no, this one. And thanks for watching.